Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of my horror game. I'm going to explain to you kind of the things that I went through, and then we'll play test and show you. So, the first thing, we had created a flashlight. Let me open my character because I do not have a character right now. Third person. There we go. Okay, so we have our. Well, first, if we go over here, we switched the camera from being third person and then we put it over here on the head. We moved the camera uh, to being on the character as first person. But then for the flashlight, we added a like a spotlight and messed with the settings on that over here, the intensity, the angles, all that stuff. And so when you press F, the flashlight comes on. Press F again, the flashlight goes off. Um, we have that Boolean right here of flashlight that would tell you if it's active or inactive. And so we have that here. We created an input action for that. We play the sound when the flashlight has been pressed. And if it's not active, then if it's on, then this will be checked and it will set the visibility of flashlight to on. The new visibility will be there, but the flashlight new visibility will be off if it's false and off here as well. So pretty much like making it interchangeable. You press F. If it's not active, it turns on. Press F again, and it's off. Then it will be off. All right. And so that's how that flashlight works. We have an interact. So we have a blueprint interface allowing us to do the interact. And so we set the overlapping actors to the character. And if we are the character, if that is true, and we interact, then it will do what we want it to do. We have a uh, hide door that we created. And also, too, does the object implement interface. So basically, if the player is doing that, then who is doing it, and we have that particular interface attached to this character. Now, um, with that, all right, um, that box there, show you how that works. On the BPI, again, that blueprint interface that we created, if we are not inside the box, then if we get inside the box, we set a new visibility to inside. Set the actor transform. We get inside, we get a reference. If you look at the viewport here, we have references as well. And then if you look in here, you'll see one is an outside reference and one is an inside reference. So the character, if we set it inside, we get the inside reference of where it's at. And then we get the rotation, which uh, I've got to fix that too. Well, or actually, no, I don't have to fix that. This one's for the door, but I have to get another one for the character because the character does not turn around currently. Just faces the back wall when it goes in. But if I'm not inside though, then again we get the outside reference and the door is open. Because obviously the player's now left the door. So that is how we got to this, where the door starts open, but then when you interact with it, you close, you get inside of it. You guys saw this update when I posted on Wednesday last week. I did that on Monday, though today is Sunday, so that was 6 days ago. So we went over that. Now the next thing, um, since Wednesday, since the last build, we have added sound to the, and that's we've added sound. So we added a footstep sound. We use the sound attenuation to put the inner radius and fall off distance of the sound. And then we also fixed it here in the meta sound source. We put a minimum maximum how far does the thing go, and then the output finish in mono, and then on play what it does. So when I hit play, it changes the sound each time. It doesn't play the same thing each time, as you can see. Okay, so that's the sound update from this week, from Wednesday. And then we started working on the AI, which of course is right here. Um, we had just made the character at first, and when we did the character, we added all these other things. That was the only thing we had did Wednesday. We hadn't added anything to them. And then between yesterday, Saturday, the 22nd, and today, the 23rd, this morning, I started working on the behavior tree. So the AI we basically added a character. We added the mesh, which is just a regular Manny simple mannequin. There's nothing in here telling anything to for the AI to do. Just having a blueprint to show that okay, we got an enemy. So that was all that. Now, as far as the how to get the AI to move. After doing these, I'm making these. Then on this morning, yesterday, Saturday, and this morning, the 23rd, we started the behavior tree, and so we have a selector node coming off the root. Which thing is the player doing? And if or not the player, what is the AI doing? And if the so then we have a sequence. So it selects one or the other, and the sequence search the player. You have to make a task for that. So this AI is searching for the player, and when we made this task here, roam around, and then wait, which means that once it's done roaming around, it's going to wait for a certain period of time. Here is the task list. So instead of begin play, you have like an override, the receive execute, and that's how we started this. But we get the AI to move to a certain location. We get the random unreachable point and radius. So basically, you put it a certain distance, and the destination, uh, you get the actor location, and then you have it move within a certain radius of like certain distance in the level, and then it'll just go to random spots, and then the goes that, and then if it finishes that on success or on fail. So on fail because if it sees a player, it's gonna stop what it's doing. On success, it's gonna continue doing what it's doing. But once it's done roaming around and say it stops, then it waits for 3 seconds and then it goes back to doing this again. The chasing player part we're not done with yet, as you can see, and that's as far as we've got. So with that, now we're gonna do a quick showcase. The AI currently will move around the level but does not see the player. So even if you are right in the line of sight and wonder why it will not come to you, it's because obviously in the behavior tree, it is not going to do that yet because it's not coded. So uh, hopefully we'll have an update in the coming week for you. But as you can see, the it keeps going to different spots and just walks past me. But as you can hear the sounds of the player walking around, sound changes each time. We got the hide box, so that way once we got our level, we can hide in the box from the AI if it's looking for us. It's a way for us to get out of their line of sight. And so far, we don't have a darkness outside, we could always change the lighting. But if I press F, my flashlight comes on, which was in the screenshot from Wednesday. That was done on Monday. And the same with this, the screenshots of this going inside and outside. So again, that blueprint interface, it doesn't have a widget yet telling me E to interact, but if I go right here and press E, then I am inside this hide box and the door closes automatically. But if I press E, come back out, the door opens again. And so yeah, it's basically a way for the player to hide from the enemy, and the enemy will go away. So uh, hopefully in the next update we'll have something for you that would make it where the AI chases the player and then maybe catches the player. But for now, that's as far as we've got. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video update of the horror game so far, and we'll have some more updates next week for you. So stay tuned for that, and thank y'all for checking this out.